Yo, what is up, guys? JRocko1 here. So this was my week one of Soul Do Association SDA versus Tony. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record on my side. And I have another video for the SDA where I'm going to have to do post-com on as well, but we're going to get two post-coms done here. His team was really scary for me personally. He had a bunch of really fast Pokemon, so I opted to bring Trick Room to this match, and there's a Pokemon that I severely underestimated that you will get to see here in a little bit. Alright, let's get into it. So starting off, I started with Will Smith, the Landorus. I was Choice Scarf, so I just went ahead and I believe I U-turned out. Watching it from the other side is kind of strange. I didn't know if he was going to be Scarf Meowscarada or anything like that. But I knew that most likely he was going to switch, fearing me to be Scarf. I didn't think he would be Scarf. I thought because of lead he would just be Focus Sash, which he ended up being. So here I believe I clicked U-turn. Yeah, he switches out, and I believe I clicked U-turn. Yep, just got off a U-turn, get a little chip, activated his stamina. Will Smith went to the back. At this point, I was thinking, would it be a good opportunity to set up my Trick Room or not? Just to get it done and out of the way because of all of his really fast Pokemon. Just kind of thinking about how strong this Pokemon could be into me with stamina was a little scary during the whole match. I took a little bit longer here to think about my play just because I didn't want to make any rash decisions. I was also super nervous, which doesn't really help. That's something I tend to have a problem with, I know, is that I get super nervous about certain things. I sent out Wukong, as in Sun Wukong, or Shifu, just because I know Wicked Blow can crit through stamina. It also gave me a chance to set up in front of it if I so chose to. I just know I decided to double here, predicting the body press. I doubled into Jirachi. As he got up to Stealth Rocks, which my team does not do great with hazards being up. Now, I expected him to be Shell Smash Blastoise. Turns out he really wasn't. He was actually Roar. So he was most likely bulky. Just a bulky attacker. No Rapid Spin on Blastoise. He switches out, and I believe I set up my Trick Room here. Yep, got up my Trick Room. I believe I just click U-turn here. if I remember incorrectly. This battle was a little while ago, so I'm not going to remember everything 100%. I believe I was tempted to hit. I was packing Doom Desire. I think I was tempted to hit Doom Desire here. Um, just to have one up. Uh, he surfs, which he was faster than me in Trick Room, which was strange for me. Um, I did end up clicking the Doom Desire just to have a Doom Desire up. Him being faster than me in Trick Room was not something that I actually even remembered. Because I'm pretty sure I was min speed Rachi, so honestly, I didn't even think about the fact that he was slower than me with Blastoise, but that's kind of besides the point. I think this is the turn in which I clicked U-turn, but I could be wrong. I might have just wished up here. Yep, I wished up. I thought I clicked U-turn at some point, but maybe I'm just misremembering. Wish Jirachi with Doom Desire just does kind of sit in front of this thing. As he decides to roar me. So I was running double Trick Room. I had Trick Room on Jirachi as well as the Galarian Slowbro. Because I believe if you don't have two Trick... This is the turn I U-turned. Right. So I U-turned and he went after me, which I thought was weird. So I know I went into Hashira, which is my Samura. I had a chance to set up with Samurott later in this battle, but I didn't take advantage. So I did end up having the Glowbro come out, which honestly is not bad at all for me. I believe I clicked Nasty Plot here. I might not have clicked Nasty Plot. I may be misremembering what I was. Actually, now that I think about it, I was Trick Room, Surf, Shell Sidearm, and possibly Terra Blast. I don't think I was Nasty Plot here. Yeah, I just Shell Sidearm just to get some damage off. Obviously, that's going to activate his stamina. Trick Room wore out. I was Terra Fighting. So I believe it was Terra Fighting Terra Blast. So I believe I just Terra Fighting here and got up another Trick Room. Just because I knew I would naturally be slower than this thing. I believe he just went for EQ here. Yeah, he just EQs. As I just went for Terra Trick Room. I'm sure his thought process was to go out into Meow and knock off. But then he probably thought about the fact that I could possibly be Trick Room on this as well. So, solid mid-ground play by him to just click the EQ as I do Trick Room up. I was leftovers. I believe this next turn, I just clicked Surf. Just because I knew I could 2-hit KO this thing. In the power rankings, I was the second to last team. And he had the number one team in the power rankings. Or, if not number one, I know he was a top 3 team in the power rankings. His team was scary. Just Dragapult and Meowscarada alone were just terrifying to deal with. Let alone a Terra Blastoise that could be Shell Smash at any moment. Really good spinner in Cryogonal, with also having spin in Blastoise as well. I just Surf here, get some solid damage off. I knew it would 2-shot as he just EQ'd. Now, I was Regenerator. I was not Quick Claw on Slowbro. And the reason for that being that I wanted to be able to switch out and come back later if need be. Especially with since the fact that I was a Trick Room set. Wanted to be able to optimize the fact that if I had to switch out, then I could. I'm pretty sure here, I just Surfed again just to try and pick up my KO. As he's checking how many Trick Room turns I have left. As he, I'm pretty sure, goes into... If I remember correctly, I believe he goes into Blastoise here. I could be misremembering, but... Yep, he goes into Blastoise. As I Surf... Actually, I think I clicked Shell Sidearm here. I think I went for the mid-ground play because I knew it would Shadow Ball. That was my last move. Okay. So, I clicked Shadow Ball thinking that Dragapult might want to be the mid-ground play for him. In retrospect, Shell Sidearm was just the better move to click because it most likely would have knocked out Mudsdale at that range. And it would have done a decent amount of damage to anything that came in. You know what they say, hindsight's 20/20. As he just goes for Surf, as I Shell Sidearm here. Yep, he Surfs. I barely live it. I am faster, so I believe I just clicked Shell Sidearm again and picked up the KO. This thing sat in for way too long. I didn't take good advantage of him switching out or anything like that. I could have applied a lot more pressure. As he just Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. I guess just in case I switched or something, you know. It was a solid play by him. It's probably the same play I would have made. At least get the Terra off. As I just Shell Sidearmed and picked up my KO. And then my Trick Room ends. I believe. Good job of him stalling out Trick Room turns. Now, at this point, I was thinking, I need to switch out. I need to get my Regenerator back. But this thing just hits like a truck into me. no matter what I click. It just hits so hard. If I remember correctly, I just let my Slowbro go down here, just because I knew that Meowscarada could do damage into anything else I had. No, I did switch. What did I switch into? Eddie? Yeah, I switched into Eddie, the Ambipom, as he low kicked, which was an insane read. It did so much damage. Eddie the Ambipom, I believe, just goes for fake out this next turn. I was Silk Scarf fake out to bluff the choice band. So he goes into Comfey. I'm debating whether or not to click triple axle here. But I know I just click fake out just because I know that it's going to do a massive amount of chunk to anything besides Dragapult. So I click the fake out, do almost half, which is huge damage, and now here is where I misplay. Instead of remembering that this thing has triage, so Draining Kiss is priority, I thought, oh, well, I'm faster, so I'm just going to click. I'm just going to click triple axle here, and I calced it and I knew it KO'd. With triage hits me, and I'm dead. That was the first mistake of many, because I could have saved that for fake out later. Especially since he was Life Orb Comfey. I also had the chance to take advantage of my setup Samurott earlier in this battle. I was substitute Swords Dance, Aqua Cutter, and Sucker Punch. And I calced a +2 Aqua Cutter, Oko's even max defense Comfey. But instead I went into Jirachi, in which my prep, originally I was Iron Head, and then somebody suggested to me to be Doom Desire. And unfortunately, I didn't listen to my gut. And this is where the sweep begins. This thing is a monster. It's a demon. It's insane in pretty much everything it does. I got up a Trick Room there. I stay in with Jirachi for so long against this Comfey because I just had nothing else to hit it. I hit Doom Desire, hoping that it does some good damage as he just gets a second Calm Mind up. He's now +2. Now I knew he was Draining Kiss. I knew he was Calm Mind. Here I believe I just clicked Wish. No, I clicked U-turn. So I did U-turn. Into Will Smith. As he Calm Minded up again. It's at about this point where I figured out that I am cooked. I was a Roselli Berry on my Urshifu, and I knew I was going to live at least a +1 Draining Kiss. But +3 is out of the question. For the most part. So he clicks Synthesis. As I click Sludge Wave, hoping to crit. Which, it did a whole heck of a lot. Like, a whole heck of a lot. If I would have crit with either of those moves, this Comfey would have been done. But instead, he has Synthesis. As I click Sludge Wave again, another crit here would have also KO'd. So now, I'm just sitting here debating on how I want to lose this. As he Draining Kisses from Life Orb Comfey, gets all his health back, and kills my Landorus. This Comfey is a menace. I have a love-hate relationship with Comfey because it is just so damn powerful when you don't prepare for it enough, and I did not. So he gets up another Calm Mind, and I believe I Trick Roomed again. Even though I don't know why I was setting up Trick Rooms, because this thing is faster than me, other than when he clicks Stored Power. As he Doom Desires. Or I Doom Desire, sorry. And he gets up to +5. Now here's where I was scrambling. I was thinking about what I can do. What can I do? How do I beat this monster? This absolute unit. How do I beat this? And the answer is I don't. I don't beat this. No matter what I click. Stored Power obliterates me. I Wish Up, just because I can. As he clicks Stores Power and does well over half with a crit. Now, if he hadn't crit me, I could have lived 2 Store Powers. Even though it wouldn't have changed much, it just would have made this battle longer. He has no reason not to click Stored Power here again. As I clicked Wish, just because I knew I had to sack Jirachi for the most part. He loses some HP, and then my Doom Desire hits. A crit here would have taken it out too. But, I guess I'm not that lucky. I'm not lucky enough to get a crit. But he is. My first wish came true, so I am higher, but he can get a free +6 here and wipe me out. Absolutely destroy me. As his stored power now outspeeds me. And he got another crit, which OHKO'd me. It wouldn't have, but it did. And that's the game, pretty much. I had nothing else for this COMFEY. A Jirachi crit was basically my last chance at redemption. Here came Wukong, as in Sun Wukong. Hoping and praying is all I could do, even though he has two 100% accurate moves against all of my Pokemon, so he can't really miss. Basically hoping for him to click the wrong button at this point, as he's just going to Draining Kiss, 4 times effective. I was Roselli Berry, which, you know, would have been nice tech. Would have been nice if he wasn't +5 or 6 or whatever he was. And of course my Doom Desire does nothing. Then I go into Hashira, my Samurott. I click Substitute here. Just in case he decides to be greedy and gets up a Synthesis. Which I know he isn't going to do. He just Draining Kisses me and KOs me. Which, you know, he has the win at this point. There's no reason for him not to. He is going nuclear against me with COMFEY. This battle, I did not prepare for COMFEY enough. And it shows. It shows in the fact that I got wrecked. Terra Slowbro in. Just looking cool for the last few frames of this. But yeah. So we go down 5-0. Hoping to bounce back in week 2. We're facing the Umbra Guardian, and hopefully that battle goes a lot better than this one did. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much, and have a good one. I'm out. Peace.